There's a much more advanced version of that that lets you manipulate all encounters, not just on the Veld, but it's more tedious to set up because it's more like it's 20 plus resets instead of 9 like I did, and it's much more difficult to pull off too. Just for that, your movement matters quite a bit. Whereas with this, once it's set up, the only way that I can mess it up is if I reset the game. If anyone hasn't seen this before, I'm having Biggs and Wedge run away from these fights so that Terra gets all the experience. Being able to micromanage how your characters run away is something exclusive to Final Fantasy VI. But like for that fight, the Lobo counts as a boss, so I had to kill it before I could actually run. And you can also only run when your ATB bar is full. So that's part of the micromanagement too. Might not get Biggs and Wedge to run just because this was a preemptive. Okay, got lucky. Hitting a triple rad encounter and having Biggs and Wedge run pretty much guarantees that I'll get to level 6 with Terra without having to force any extra battles. So I was utilizing a glitch to trigger that Megavolt counterattack from Welk's shell, which, because the shell is what controls Welk's head disappearing, I can use a glitch where if I trigger a counterattack when something's next action is already queued up, it'll skip its next turn. So I skipped the action that causes the head to disappear. And it saves about 18 seconds. Yes. Yeah, at least Biggs and Wedge get more closure than Bannon does. Yeah. So, 2 Imperial soldiers, a Doma sentry, and a Returner's leader walk into a bar. Maybe that's the setup for it. Oh yeah, that's a good point. The game doesn't end, so maybe that's further confirmation that Duncan and Bannon are one and the same. Yeah, that's all I can really say. I mean, maybe next time I stream I'll try using a different Twitch server, but I just don't know what's causing the problems with causing my stream to load. This is a really sick time for this cutscene, actually. Under 8 minutes is really good. Getting that triple rat pack definitely helped. Because if Biggs and Wedge hadn't ran from that, I probably would have had to force an extra battle to get Terra to level 6. Which I want to do because it affects Locke's and Edgar's starting levels. My full game split table's first split is actually Magitech armor, but I should probably add one for Marshall. Just because that's the last event, major event in Narshe. But yeah, I don't really like the idea of a Welk split just because it doesn't really mean much as far as how the run's going, because assuming I get quick kill, what my Welk kill time is just gonna fluctuate depending on how many encounters I got before Welk, if any. So I think it's kind of pointless in that regard. Like, in FF7, I don't split at Guard Scorpion just because the step route, at least that I was using the last time I ran FF7 regularly, I had an encounter that could come either right before or right after I enter the screen where I fight Guard Scorpion, and where it falls doesn't actually matter. So I would split it leaving the reactor. Hey, Solid Goo. Hey, nice. Almost a 712 too. That's pretty sick martial time. Yes. It just got a lot more serious because of getting that sick of a martial time. I'd really like to actually beat my splits, my PB from last year at least once during this tournament. Only one encounter, too. Kind of a slowish one, but there aren't really any fast encounters in the desert. Yeah, that always has felt to me like a kind of a dropped plot element during game development with Siegfried. I guess he gets to be Ed. And press B hard enough. What's my favorite Final Fantasy? I've got that in my Twitch bio, because I get asked that pretty often. It's my favorite flavor of ice cream, anything that has mint in it. Preferably chocolate, too. I don't really have a favorite kind of theater. Don't exactly have a ton of experience or exposure to different kinds, other than like musicals and operas. Thank you, Sicknick. So yeah, I think next, assuming I remember, next time I stream, I'll try using a different Twitch server, and if that doesn't improve people being able to load the stream, then I'll contact Twitch support. Got the staring contest too, so it's officially the run now. Staring contest is just when I'm good enough at mashing that I talk to the next, either the second guard or Kefka the next frame after I gain control. It's just a little minor bit of amusement during a cutscene. That kind of Narshe exit time made me wish I had time to go for a full game run, but I don't. Of course, there's plenty of run left to go. Hey, Michaelia. Might gain a bit of time here too, just because of only getting one encounter on the overworld. I'm not getting a 125 Narshe. I mean, that's pretty much impossible without seed manipulation. I think probably the fastest time I could get with my route is like a 127. Plus, if doing the Kefka Narshe race route makes the game incompletable without using the sketch glitch, just because you skip getting Celis. And as of now, at least, I'm not terribly interested in the sketch glitch run. The main glitched run I'm interested in is the Japanese version, any % category. Hey, this happened. Oh, I didn't get. Okay, yeah, I had kind of a slow escape from my one fight, so I must have just had a better walk in my PB. I mean, another drawback in addition to work tomorrow would be the fact that if I tried to start a full game run, it would be 4 in the morning by the time I was in the end game, and I would not. It's pretty unlikely that I would actually be able to be on my A game for the final battles that late. Yeah. Research is still being done on the paying bills to afford food and shelter skip, but hopefully someday. Hey, LCC. I saw a certain tweet accusing me of being a poor practicer, so I thought I would remedy that. Main reason though is because I couldn't get an FF4 run going and didn't have time to start another. Haha! Eat my dust, Shadow. Thank you, Goolicious. Alright, later, Typhoon. Not really. Usually Shadow beats you, but certain NPC movements can lead to him getting stuck like that. fights so far than the one set of Tuskers. I'm not racing anybody, I'm just practicing the race route for the next time I do. What do I think about the FF7 remake stuff? Looks pretty. Hopefully the game will be fun to play too. That's the main thing that's important to me. Is already going massively better than my last race. Colts, I should say. No, I'm not gonna. After this race practice run, I'm gonna find someone to raid and call it quits. I'd like to do some more FF4 attempts tonight or Monday, tomorrow, and/or Tuesday though. If I have time. And I'm gonna be out of town for a bit, so no streams for a little while. So one extra battle that I can just run from. Alright, that's a really good time for getting to Vargas with my route. Let's keep it up. As of now, no. I've heard some ugly rumors of a possible Final Fantasy Mystic Quest any percent tournament, though. As silly as that concept is, I'd almost certainly be down if it actually happens. I didn't get really killed in there. Alright, see if I can get Doomfist scope. If I'd have realized he was attacking and not queued Terra's fire until... Nice, until, well, it actually doesn't matter now, but I could have made it more secure. Alright, still being ahead at Vargas against these splits I'm running at is actually really good. Because my, Mount Colts was pretty godly in my PB. Yeah, racing to Vegas is the the main non-full game race category for Chrono Trigger, but I don't really see a Magus race tournament happening just because Chrono Trigger is it's a much harder run than FF4 or FF6, and it's long too. I mean, a beginner I would expect would probably take like 2.5 hours or more to get to Magus. Maybe longer if they get walled by some of the harder boss skips. Yeah, we can race to Vegas too, so you can lose more money the fastest. Oops, wasted this one there. There's all these overworld things I really need to practice movement on more as far as optimizing hitting the no encounter tiles. Evening, Straveris. Oh, that was a close call. If that NPC had gotten in between Edgar and the returner, that would have soft-locked the game, actually. It's really, really, really rare for that to actually happen, but it can. Yeah, if I'd have been slower on mashing at the entrance, maybe I would have soft-locked, actually. $226. So yeah, probably like 220 to 230, I would say, would be a like a beginner's time for the Magus race if you put some practice into the harder tech. But yeah, in general, I wouldn't really see it as a good race for a tournament that's at least by people that don't already run Chrono Trigger, just because it's really easy to get stuck on some of the skips forever, potentially, like the Zombor skip. Because the nice thing about this and the Paladin race is that, I mean, finishing is pretty trivial. I mean, getting a good time takes some work, but just there's the kind of the skill cap is in a way that just actually finishing it all is fairly simple. Yeah. A full run with the Lavos shell skip on the Japanese version, which makes it easier to do. Like the record is about 2.5 hours. I don't know about a, and I mean, I don't think anybody has actually run that yet, other than Red Slash, who has the record too. The Chrono Trigger community tried to get a weekly Magus race going for a while, but I only actually ended up doing it once, mostly just because of free time issues. But I also found that I just had a hard time getting motivated to join the races because, I mean, it started out seeming okay as far as forcing myself to start runs that I could then theoretically continue and do a full 80% run if I was on a good pace, but I found that didn't really work that well because There's enough stuff early in the run that I have issues with that that made it pretty hard actually to just to be motivated, because like if I fail the bird skip that's about 5 minutes into the run, then that means I lose a minute right off the top there. When I get back to running the Japanese version, I'm gonna get into seed manipulation. I've been working with LCC and Abyssinum to come up with a manipulation route that's more optimized for the Japanese version. I think I'll heal now, actually, just because I got Edward and Bannon got banged up pretty badly. Oop, or not, because I forgot that one you don't actually touch the save point. Good river so far. Yeah, I remember 47 is what Abyssinum's bot calculated from the Japanese any percent route. It's going to be a little interesting too, just because resetting the game is considerably faster. Oh hey, one encounter river hype. I forgot what Edgar's commit. I think Edgar's still on tools. Riot Blade. Didn't get the skip though. It's a no sub 40. Still a really good time though. Wonder why I didn't get that too. If if my weight tricking was sloppy, or I got damage trolled or something. 'Cause that happened in my last race too. That I didn't whiff any aura bolts or like have any overly sloppy command passes, but I still didn't get the tentacle skip. Deal with it mode activated. B-Core! Ah, no Interceptor B-Core kill this time. Mustache Man, Samurai. Those would be Mr. MV's lyrics. Black belt! Which, because I got Shadow, is pretty meaningless aside from either selling or equipping to get a small chance at getting an extra counterattack on Kefka. Probably just because the game messes with your party formation because of the solo Cyan battles at the castle. I mean, I kind of have an easy time forgetting that you can in fact fight more of those soldiers besides the leader, because I haven't actually done so in a very long time, but because of Cyan getting put into a party by himself, it probably messes with your normal party's lineup too. Yeah, I saw that too, Meta Man. I mean, I'm mostly just whatever about the FF7 remake. I mean, I hope it's fun, but if it's not, then oh well. The original game, which I love very much, is not going to cease existing because if there's a bad remake that's made. No, in the Kefka Narshe route, Shadow's name doesn't get used often enough to for it to be worth naming him. I think the Sabin counted it that his name is only used like 3 times. I mean, it's 2 characters per frame is the speed that the game draws text out. So HADOW, that's 5 characters. Oh, 5 times. So that'd be 25 extra characters then. So about 12.5 frames then. I would love to meet somebody that could shorten Shadow's name in under 12 frames. I'm sure he or she is out there. Yeah, in my all of the full game runs that I've done, I've shortened all of the names except for Gogo and Mog. I'm sure the Sabin is very much okay with that. The current Japanese record doesn't shorten all of the character names, though. I'll have to look at, again, which ones it chooses not to. Because the names are different lengths in the Japanese version because of a different language. Most of them are shorter. The main exception, I would say, is Setzer. Setzer's name in Japanese, I think, is the same length as English. Yeah, it's never worth renaming Mog or Gogo's names because you get them so late that they're never actually referred to by name in cutscenes before the ending, at least. Yeah, I mean the text is pretty noticeably faster in Japanese too, because the timing method they use doesn't skip the endings. That's about 2 to 2.5 minutes right there, and they're already caught up with a typical English version run by Ultros. Just from text being faster. I mean, there's other differences that matter besides that, though. Like, unless it's glitchless, there's an equipment glitch that only works in the Japanese version that's very, very game-breaking. That's the main reason why I'm interested in that category, just because of how big of a difference the equipment glitch makes. It makes for a very different run from start to finish, even compared to between different English categories. But the other things that affect a speedrun are that you get more columns for stuff. Like your inventory in battle has 2 columns instead of 1, and I think there's an extra column for the Esper menu too. I mean, I did read that people are kind of the speculation that the FF7 remake thing, meaning you have to buy a bunch of different games in order to get the full FF7 game, isn't really fully known yet. I mean, it could mean just that there's a different game for FF7, a different game for Crisis Core, a different one for other expanded FF7 universe stuff. Yeah, just a no encounter tile. Hey, nice. Ooh, for a 3-pack too. This is pretty lucky. Okay, my overworld kind of sucked as far as getting 2 Grasshopper battles, but that was a pretty sick Phantom Forest. Solo Ghost and then a preemptive. If I have a good train too, might actually get sub-hour. Which I've never actually gotten on English before. Escape. Sorry to disappoint, but this is going to be a no suplex run too, just because my pace is too good. No escape for them. Zerg Overmind is coming for me. Crappy encounters here, though. At least they're going for Cyan, though, is the least important. If I get another encounter, I'm probably not getting sub-hour, but still be a good time. Might barely be able to crack it if this is the last one, though. Troll me, please. Nice. Sub-hour Phantom Train. That is first one. Hey, Black Dog Z. Hey, Omni. Alright, main other gatekeeper to getting a PB on this is gonna be Gao, I would say. If I don't get first try Gao, then probably gonna lose most of my lead. Odds are 5 out of 8. I just really want to get a PB before the end of the tournament, though, even if it's just a lower 128. Nice walk there. Beat up Cyan, please. Salmon. So that's a glitch where I glitch out Cyan's retort sword tech so that it counters any physical action in the fight. In that case, using Pummel. And the reason why it's faster than other strats is because you can, when you kill Rizipas with a counter, it cancels his death animation, which saves about 10 seconds. Wind God Gao is a kind of well-known exploit. I wouldn't really call it a glitch. More just an oversight. That only works in the Super Nintendo version too, because they realized that that's so the merit award is so overpowered when they because they didn't design Gao around being able to equip weapons. So I believe Gao cannot equip the merit award in the GBA version. Stray Cat just its skill Cat Scratch is really, it just is a really overpowered physical attack. Come on, go. Go, 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 go. Aw. At least that was a fast fight, but it would have been even better if I'd have gotten Gao from that fight. Alright, that's still pretty good. Mostly just because the first fight was really fast. And, well, and you know what, actually this fight's inescapable, so I didn't really lose any time. Yeah, it's 5 out of 8, but there are certain battles where it's 0 because, either because it's a back or pincer attack, or because, Sabin or Cyan is dead. I think that's all. I think that mechanic is just there to ensure that this cutscene works, as far as like where the characters are on the screen, and that you don't have a dead character getting up to be part of the cutscene and then die again. I thought that was the case, but from my last run, we found out that that's actually not true, because Cyan got poisoned, and then Gao appeared on that same fight. And that ended up being really nice, because I was able to kill off Cyan on the first Serpent Trench battle. Yeah, maybe it only matters if he's poisoned at the start of the fight, or maybe it doesn't matter at all. Yeah, Kappa and stuff. Yeah, that is a little ironic. It's also ironic if Kefka casts poison on him during the Kefka Narshe fight. Kappa Ross would be Saz. Oh, it's a nice Hulk Hogan emote. You slow Cyan. So, ideally Cyan gets killed during the Serpent Trench, but that's kind of uncommon, unfortunately. There isn't any fast way to kill him off yourself. Oh god. Well, at least he's gonna die fairly quickly, but that's an awful way to lose time, because Cyan just couldn't run away. He should die on the next hit. That sucked though. Hey, Odin's Fall. Yeah, at least now that he's dead, the remaining 2 fights, I think, will be a little faster to run from. But I'm not going to make up the time I lost from getting numb spines. No preemptives either. I know my PB got preemptives in the Serpent Trench. Alright, that was a really crappy trench, sadly. Should still be ahead, though, just because Belt was good. And Rizapus quick kill wasn't a thing when I got these splits. Or I could get a huge gold despite getting numb spines. That works too. Probably mostly just because of Rizipos quick kill and having a really good Velt. Because I got a preemptive on one of my Velt battles before getting to Mobliz. Might have been late. Okay, barely got it. Alright, we're YOLOing it. Hopefully I don't get killed by a bear. Alright, pretty good cave. Alright. I think unless I die to Kefka, PB is pretty much guaranteed now. Although I could get trolled by the river here potentially. So I think that's the required fight there, and then there's like 3 more that are random. To get the Thunder Rod, all you have to do is open that chest in lock scenario. The contents of the chests in the Cave of Figaro change over the course of the game. Okay, 1 extra river battle is okay. Oh, there's only 2 others? Okay. Why Ed? Because I messed up shortening Edgar's name. What's the record's like 125 something by the LCC. He's got the record at the full game too. Hardest puzzle ever. Thank you, Soundhound. Yeah. The bear puns would make a bit more sense if I'd have actually encountered a bear in this run. But I suppose, given that I didn't safety save outside the Cave of Figaro and then open myself up to the risk of getting game overed by a bear or pincer attack, it's probably makes it justified. Alright, so all I need to do is not die to Kefka or get ridered. We got this. Probably looking at a 126 too, because I always gain time on this segment for some reason. And my lock scenario was pretty fast. Yeah, that race was special. Should be a should make it clear that it's a very good idea to save before Kefka in an actual race. Both of the racers died, I think one of them multiple times too. I restreamed a race a few weeks ago though that was really close though, pretty much the whole way. Like 15 seconds or so I think was the separation at the end, maybe a little more. It was Rinzer and Voltas. Oh, if you mean the close one, that was High Spirits and Zelmus. 125 pace? Really? Well, I'd better not die to Kefka then. That would be insane if I got a 125 with no seed manipulation, by the way, too. I mean, if I'd have been doing seed manipulation and gotten the same luck with preemptives and stuff, probably would have been like maybe even 124 pace. I mean, the only really bad luck that I had in this run was getting the numb spines, and that wasn't that bad just because Cyan died fairly shortly after. Hey Vinny, there may be a little bit of pressure. Thank you, Tommy D. Let's kick some ice. I changed it back to wait at the start of the vault. Yes! 125! Oh man. Does that put me at second place on this category then after LCC? I mean, does anybody other than him have a 125? We'll celebrate with some good old-fashioned Terra Scream. Oh man. Wow. That's with no seed manipulation too. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if this is basically unbeatable without seed manipulation. With seed manipulation, it's pretty easy, actually, if you do enough runs. I think it might be possible to get Celis if you go back to South Figaro at some point. Yeah, I guess I'm confirmed to be a dirty practicer now. Yeah, if only I knew how to do any percent. I know this is the LCC's threshold for continuing runs past Kefka at Narshe is like a 125, 126. No, I do have a 1.0 cart. I do have the downside of not having any clue how to do the sketch glitch though.